our review on the...
Good morning, everyone. It's Daryl, your friend Daryl. Hi, how you doing? And Doug, my video assistant and co-partner in this YouTube venture. And look at this antique Bronco here in that great old truck with the cat on the roof. The cat loves the truck. He loves Doug and me. He's a great cat. But anyway, that's Tinsel the Christmas cat, by the way. That's his name. And it's Saturday, the day before Easter. And we're here with this rental equipment we've got. It's called a Haulotte. It's a portable trailer-mounted bucket truck, so to speak, or man lift. And it's supposed to have like a 50-foot reach and self-leveling and all kinds of cool stuff. It runs off of battery power. And we rented this today. We doubled up on it because it's got a holiday weekend. We got 2 days for the price of one. And we're going to take care of some problems we've had here at the house for years that we've been putting off. We've got these two really big dead trees up here hanging over where we park at, and they're getting ready to fall. The only thing holding them up is those utility wires up there, which are actually like cable TV and phone wires. Had the utilities out here a few times trying to get them to cut these trees down, and they wouldn't. So we're going to do it ourselves. And you can see how rotted, I don't know if you can see from here how rotted the tree is, but we'll show you up close. This whole thing is ready to fall. I think the only thing holding it up are those wires. It's like torqued and twisted there in the middle. Right in there. And then this whole area right here is littered with woodpecker holes and rot, and the thing's just ready to fall. So we're going to do that tree there. We're going to do one right next to it going up on the angle. If we have time, we're going to take out that pine tree stump that's about 25 foot tall right there. And then over on the house, above the house, we've got this one here that comes up on the angle right there. That's actually leaning across our drop line for our electric power and making the line sag. So we're going to start at the end. We're going to work our way back and cut that right down in bits and pieces off the roof. And it's going to be a great day. And we're going to take other videos, show you how this equipment actually works while we're up in the air and how easy it is to use or not, depending on how we like to review here. So stick with us and see how easy or interesting this might get. Got it set up now where we're going to start at. We held two buttons down. The four legs automatically deployed and leveled the machine so it's perfectly level, then came to a stop once it detects the levelness. Now we're going to just play around a little bit with the buttons, moving it left and right, up and down, getting used to how it works. He's got to hold two buttons at once, one for the speed and one for the direction. It's all diagrammed and very simple, no joysticks or anything, just easy to use buttons.
Look at that, we're going to be able to lift right up.
And there's controls here on the side panel and matching controls up in the control basket. There's also air and water hookups and electrical hookups. Here and here you have air and water connections and a power supply connection. And the matching connections for that are in the buckets. So if you wanted to do power washing or something with air tools or have electrical service in the bucket, those are all right here, easy to connect to. Matter of fact, one of our chainsaws is electric. We'll be using the electric outlet there to power the chainsaw. The basket is very secure looking. Have a access spot, and it's just a pretty cool device. We're really impressed by this thing. Oh.
YouTube. Is that recording?
It is.
How's it going?
Look at you. You're 6 feet high.
Yeah, right.
Watch out for those wires.
Thought it was going out.
How many times can I complain about something and tell you what to do?
You already did, what would you say, about 14 times today?
You were too far to the left. I can push this while you're up there.
That sounds dangerous.
You better hope no one runs into it with a car while you're up there.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That's how people get bounced out. The vibration accelerates the further out to the end you go, and people have actually been bounced out of buckets because a car bumped into the bottom of the truck. Yeah, don't get too close because you're gonna have your extension up there. You know what I mean? You don't want it falling on your head.
No. What am I cutting?
Everything on the outside of the wires.
So including these ones?
Yeah, everything that's going over the wires.
Those ones I'll have to get higher for because I can't reach them with the pole saw.
Not even where you're at?
No.
You can too.
No.
It looks so close from here.
It's not.
Okay.
This chainsaw really doesn't pull that far.
Alright, fine. Just go higher then.
You can see the top of this tree is all rotted out. So most likely when we get the weight off of the line here, I think the tree might come down. So we're going to carefully go around that and we'll come back to you. Okay, let me zoom in on here. You can see a hollow hole through there, and then going up through the top here, we just cut down a big section. Alrighty. I noticed that.
Alright, now just cut it up from the bottom. It's gonna fall though, I can tell. There you go.
Jeez.
It didn't quite give, did it? It was close though.
It was really close.
Good job, Doug, good job.
Alrighty, so we finally got it off the power lines. The tree didn't fall actually, so shout out to my YouTube friend Trucker James. He's gonna be surprised that it did not fall. Here's the hollow up part of the tree where it's just been rotting away. You can even see holes through it. It was a matter of time before this tree actually fell on its own and caused chaos. So back to it.
Look how much progress we've made in just a couple hours. We should have both these on the ground another hour or less. Off at the base. That might not be a good idea. Could have bought a wedge. They have these steel wedges you put in where the cut is.
Yeah,
and drive it in with a hammer. There it goes! Good thing we moved the pond.
That would have shattered the pond.
Yeah, that would have shattered the pond.
Alright, we got most of the tree down, but unexpectedly we're cutting down a tree here that was hollow. A mother raccoon went sprinting out of it, and then we heard little, rustling and, raccoon noises, and there turned out to be 4 baby raccoons. Dominic, my oldest brother, jumped in there and started ripping the brush away, and then picked up the 4 baby coons. And we recently relocated them over here. We're gonna put them in a smaller box, and hopefully the mother raccoon returns tonight. They're all sitting there. I thought the raccoon was in here. They're all sitting here. I'll keep you updated.
Nice job, Nick. Nice job. Do not touch the controls. I'm filming up here. I've never been up in a bucket truck before.
I think they'd like it if I took control.
I'm about 80 feet up in the air right now with no safety harness. So we're not going to have, don't you dare touch those controls.
Do it for the views.
No, don't do it for the views.
I really think they'd enjoy it.
I
really think they would.
I'm looking at the lake. I'm at Barnes Lake, Michigan. This is really cool. My house is down here, which you can't really see very well. There we go, down here. And the neighborhood, there's farms across the street. Some tree there that we cut down. And some other trees over here that we cut down yesterday. And then you can see the lake off in the background over here. And out there, let's zoom in. There we go, there's the lake over there and here. And on this side, there's some more houses over here, and the other side of the lake's over here. And we got a beautiful sunset off here. I think that's the west. That's the direction the sunset's in the west, right? All right, there we go. I'm pretty nervous up here, so. There's Doug and Dan. Hi, Dan and Doug. They're waving. That's Doug waving. Dan's not waving. All right.
I want him to take control of it for like 2 minutes.
And we're going to go down. I'm in control. We're going down, so we're going to call it a day.
Show him that I can take control.
I'm only about I'm only about 15-20 feet up in the air. All right, Doug.
Really let him show it, because in case someone else does this for themselves, like a tutorial, they want to know how to use it.
Doug's going to show us how this works and take control.
It's basically a co-pilot.
We're moving. Co-pilot. There you go.
You can operate on the ground or in the terminal itself.
All right. Well, I don't really want to go up any higher, Doug.
Hold on, ready?
Maybe a little higher. Oh, hello. I don't like going this way, Doug. I'm too fat. It's going to collapse.
Dad, it's rated for like 600 pounds.
I weigh like 325. It's going to collapse. Oh, look how much the view is. The view is fabulous up here. Look at this.
Over to your left, you should see the lake.
I'm going to be going up in the air 400 feet in a hot air balloon soon, so, you know.
Yeah, this is good practice.
This is... Ah! Don't do that.
You're just pushing you out further.
I don't like being pushed out further.
There you are.
Oh, it's so pretty up here.
All right, you come back down.
Beautiful scenery to see before you die.
Coming back down.
You know, there's also something up here called emergency stop. If I don't like what you're doing, I can hit that button and stop you. All right, emergency stop's back on.
Don't shoot here.
Yep. That's the bucket tipper. We don't like. No one likes the bucket tipper.
No one does. Not catching it, dude.
You guys left a lot of branches on the roof. There's grass growing on our roof over there too. Did you see that?
No.
Looks like grass growing on. Oh, that might be pine branches. We need to get up on the roof and clean that brush off. This is kind of fun. I gotta say, I'm watching my hands here. I don't want to crush my hands. Whoa, careful there, boy.
He's a professional.
And we're coming down with the arm on. Alright, thanks for watching. It's been a great video. We're here cutting these trees down. Very productive 2 days. Oh, hello, like an elevator.
He's got to rotate it. Hang on.
Yeah. Kind of scary when you're first going up because you don't know what to expect, but once you've been up here for a few minutes, it's really no big deal. I didn't quite reach that point, but almost. And we got to nestle the boom into its little cradle down there and return everything down to its home position. Tomorrow morning by 7:30, this has to be back at the rental store.
What happens if you don't return it by then?
They charge you for another 2 or 4 hours.
How much is that?
Probably $60.
Yikes.
Or it's $225 for the whole day. And we got it for 2 days for that price because one of them was a holiday weekend day where they weren't open. So we got it for 2 days for $225.
Recommend it.
And this is a $30,000 machine. Highly recommend it if you've got some trees to cut down or some high work to do. Locally we use Lapeer Rental. They're really good there. A lot of good customer service and friendly people. It comes with a safety harness and a tether cord and a little instructions on how to use it. It's all battery operated. You can go all day on a charge, and it's just a great machine if you have the use for it.
Cheaper alternative instead of having a tree company come out.
Yeah, way cheaper than a tree company. What did it cost us? $250 to have it. We cut down 3 trees, and that would have been close to $1,000 from the tree company to do that. So
And they don't even come out and
we're
clean it up.
really happy how this went. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.
I don't even count when I'm in the air.
Well, I'll get you later in the air.
Wait, like, give me the chainsaw to pose with or something.
Chainsaw to pose. Look at that. There you go. You're the man.